Hi there, welcome. I'm Christy, aka Unicornpoopz, and I'm here with another Sims 4 speed build. So let's get into it. So I decided I wanted to do another park. This time I wanted to take a lot of inspiration from where the local park that we have here in my town. It's a park that I know very well because I literally take photos there nearly every weekend. It's a huge place and it's actually just expanded, so gotten even bigger, but I didn't include anything of that into this build. So here I am building, trying to build a bridge. There's two of them in the real park in my town, but I just did one. And I didn't really know how to do this, but I made it work, and I think it looks pretty good in the end. I do wish I could have maybe, well, I downloaded the tool mod, I downloaded the tool mod towards the end of this build, and I kind of wish I had downloaded a bit earlier, because I probably could have used that to build a much better bridge. But anyways, I do like how this ends up looking, and it looks very, very much like the real bridge that we have at our park here. It's actually a botanical gardens, but we'll just call it a park because, you know, that's easier. This is where I could have really used the tool mod to put those plants there so they weren't floating. It's driving me crazy. But I make it work without the tool mod anyways, but I do download the tool mod later on and use it once in the game because I didn't really know how to use it yet. So I do use it later on for my first time. I'm so sorry, I have a bit of a wheeze. My asthma, you know the story. So just ignore that if you do happen to hear it. But hopefully not, because last time I said that it wasn't heard in the audio, so that was good. Yeah, anyways. So obviously, like, the park I was taking inspiration from is a lot bigger. I can't really, do it exact. I mostly just took a lot of inspiration from where the layout is. So that is mostly what I was trying to utilize the most. Like the main entrance here, it's obviously a lot longer. The real one's like really long, and it's really manicured and really nice. But yeah, that's probably, like, it looks exactly like it still. Like, it still looks really much like heaps like it. Like when I walked in, like with the camera, like the free view cam thing or whatever you call it, it literally reminded me of walking into the actual park. So that was cool. I liked that. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm just mostly getting the layout down, figuring out pretty much just sorting out where I was going to be putting, like the playground and things like that. I guess I'll explain better when we get into it, because I'll explain where I took inspiration from and whatnot. Yeah, there's a couple of things that I like in our proper, like, our big park. We have like a bird aviary, and there's like so many birds in there, so pretty. But yeah, I just decided I'd chuck in a chicken coop instead. I like chickens in the game, so I thought that might be nice instead of a bird aviary. This park ends up being really lush and lots of landscaping, obviously. So with the bird aviary, it would have just been a bunch of even more landscaping, I guess. There's already a lot of that as it was. I knew I had to find some kind of palm tree to put here, because in the real park we have just one palm tree in the middle there, and I love it. Over there where that big tree is, I literally love taking photos under this huge tree that we actually do have there. There's like, the big roots coming out of the ground, the tree roots, and it just looks so pretty under there. I always take photos under there. Up the back here we have like a undercover seating area, like a party. I don't know, like people usually do like little birthday parties there and family gatherings and stuff like that. So yeah, I included that here. It ends up being really cute under there. I guess cute, cool. I don't know. It ends up looking how it's supposed to look, anyways. Pretty much all the basics that I put in, mostly like fully taken from the inspiration from the botanical gardens here. But once I start decorating and getting into that, a lot of it like is very different. Like the gardens are quite manicured, and I just couldn't stick to that. I'm not a manicured gardens type of person, especially when it comes to these type of gardens, because like I didn't want to do like a whole fence all the way around. I wanted it to be kind of open at the back there, and like in our park here, it's like the back of it opens to a creek, and then on the other side there's like a football oval and stuff, and then the other side it's like a whole nother part of the park, and it's like more manicured, and there's like, I think there's like a place where you could hold concerts or some kind of shows, and I don't know, I haven't really explored over that side too much yet, but yeah, obviously this just wasn't gonna fit into this. This is the part that I know the most. This is the main grounds in over the back there. It's like, so I wanted it to be a bit raised, because the real one, it's like all raised up. It's like a hillside, and the road's on the top. So obviously that's not going to happen in the game, but I flatten it back out and put all the rocks and stuff down later, and then I kind of raise up little bits here and there. I didn't really need to, I guess, because you can't see it all over there properly because of the tree. Yeah, but I just liked that. I don't think I keep those there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do keep those rocks there. Fairly sure I take them away. I knew I wanted something to like border this path. Took me a while to find something. I do go through a few different things. I stick with those for a little while, those wooden planks, and then I find like a stone type of looking one, and I use that instead. Yeah. I then realised with my next build, I found a fence that's like a divider, and I could have used that too in a different colour, but yeah, I didn't realise that till the next video. I figured that out. I thought I'd found it once before, but I kind of thought maybe it was a fever dream or something. Like I don't know, maybe I dreamt it. But yeah, I do find that. But this looks good like that. That's the real path is like, it's got bricks all along the side of it, red bricks, so I couldn't really do that. I don't think I could. I do make that archway a bit bigger later, and because the entrance to our park is like a huge arch. It looks really pretty, and yeah, we have this little thing this what do you call it, like it's like an archway as well, I guess. We actually have this, and I take photos under it a lot too, and I take photos in this part next to it as well. That ends up being quite like landscaped and overgrown, and that's what it's very tropical like. And yeah, we use that a lot. I use that a lot in real life. So this kind of looks a bit like this. There is 2 of them in the real park, but yeah, I didn't need to, so I just did the one there. It looks really cute. I like how it ends up looking. We do have an entranceway across that side there, but it's clearly a lot different. There's car parks there and stuff, and a road. But it's similar enough. Yeah. And that part is how it's in real life too. Comes up the side there, but there's like a building up the back there. It's like a maintenance building for like the garden stuff, and a block of toilets. So when I get up there in the build here, I do change that a bit. We do have a huge playground here. Like, I do wish I had made the playground a little bit bigger so I could have put the pirate ship there, because there is a massive playground in the real park here. And this part here, I do like a barbecue area, which, yeah, we have like a few barbecues scattered around in the area there. In real life, it's a bit different, but yeah, similar. I do change it in a moment and it looks much better. Yeah, so this looks really cute. I reckon it looks really, really cute, but it doesn't look anything like how the real one looks. This is just how it worked for me for the game. And like I said, the playground spot there is a lot bigger, and there's also like a little secret garden along the side of it there that I didn't realise. Sorry, that I forgot to make rooms, like I forgot to make a spot for. I got distracted for a second there, sorry. Something popped up on the screen and I was reading it. So just ignore me for a moment. Yeah, in the real park we have like a little spot here with a tree in it. So I figured I'd just do that to fill up some space there. Looks cute, I like it. Yeah. And where I think the toilets behind the requirements there, I do move those into another spot, and I do like a seating and eating area there, like some vendors and stuff. We don't have anything like that in the real park. I mean, if they do hold things for special occasions, I'd say that's where they probably would set it up. So that makes sense for me. We don't have a chess spot at all. I don't think we have any kind of chess spots in our local parks around here, which is probably a bit sad, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing that, or is, like, I just see it on TV, so I don't know if that's a real thing. I just assumed it was. But anyways, I placed that there. That would be a car park in the real version. Like somewhat of a car park space, and footpathing and just landscaping. Yeah. Sorry, my breathing's really bad today. But you know, I get by. I could not wait to get into that pond area, because our area there in the real game, we have a real pond there, and you know, we have ducks in the pond, and it's really landscaped. There's lots of trees. You know, our gum trees, being in Australia, we have lots of gum trees, and it's just beautiful. And you listen to all the birds and all the insects. Really pretty. Although in the summertime, especially after the floods we had this year, the mosquitoes, which I mentioned in one of my other videos, were terrible. They were so bad because of that water. So that's not fun, but I do actually think I put some mosquitoes in there, because, you know, like, it's a problem. It's a real problem, so I kind of felt like I had to. I don't think I put too many in there. I'm not actually positive I do. I might have changed my mind. But yeah. Sorry for any long pauses. It's usually just me adjusting, etc. Just carving out where I wanted to put some trees. And yeah, kind of just giving it some dimension, I guess. Some shadowing around. I do go back around at some point, I think, and make that dirt around the path a bit smaller, a bit thinner, just so it didn't look like so much dirt. I guess, yeah. There's the toilet block. Probably I should have added another one, but I mean, our park only has one toilet block, but just like there's obviously lots more toilets in there. I don't know. I guess there's only one person per, I don't know. I can't remember. I've played with them, but I can't really remember if you could like have more people in there at once. I don't know. Oh well. I'm sure there isn't going to be that many Sims on the community lot, then I'm going to need to go to the toilet all at once, so it should be okay. Hopefully. Yes. We actually, so that part back there in the real game, in the real world, in the real park, we have like a huge spot there, and it's like a little magic garden, like a secret garden type spot. So I kind of wish I had have included that a little bit more, because that could have been more fun. But at this point, you know, I'd gotten so far in, I'd figured out where everything was going, so I kind of just felt the video was going to be way too long if I changed it up again. So I just left it and just landscape around there as much as I can and make it look cute best I can. So yeah, it does end up still looking really nice. And I've played in the park for a while. I took my sim there with my cat Remy, and we tested as much as I could out. From what I remember, everything works properly. I think I had to move, oh that's right, yes, I had to move the chicken coop because a tree next to it, or a bush next to it, because the chickens wouldn't come out once I added chickens. So I changed that, and I got some chickens from Debug and put them in there, so I didn't have to wait. And plus I thought it was broken and they weren't coming out. But yeah, I think that's the only thing that didn't work. But yeah, I played in this park, and I was literally there for 2 days in game, so I enjoyed it. I put pet bowls down and filled them up at some point. Oh, well, obviously I put pet bowls down when I was building, but then I filled them up when we were playing in the park. So because Remy kept yelling at me, she was hungry, and I forgot all about it, so I filled those up. And yeah, it was really fun. We stayed there for 2 days. It started raining at one point, obviously because of the intro video. I've gotten lucky there. That's 2 times now where it's literally just started thunderstorming in game. The next video I do, I'm pretty sure I forced a thunderstorm because I just wanted to keep going with that. So yeah, but I was lucky with this one. It just happened. And yeah, and the last video I did too, it just randomly happened. So I will do that again because I thought that was cute. I just like that. But anyways, yeah, I found some of those things, signs to put there, and a chair for a bus stop. We don't actually have that right out front. I think there's a bus stop across the road at the little, I think it's a fish and chip shop. Yeah, we're Aussie. Fish and chip shop. Plenty of them where I live. And they're all pretty great. Now I really, really want some fish and chips. But anyways, let's not go there. So just those, what do you call it? Stepping stones. They drove me crazy in that, like, once I was playing later on, I was looking at them from above and I was like, ew, they look so ugly in that weird little spot I put them in, like next to the toilet. It just looks so weird. So I wish I changed that, but I don't, so whatever. Good on me. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do take those away. Out the front of our park, it's not quite this long. It's a lot smaller because it like starts thin and then expands and gets wider as it goes out to the park. So obviously I could have done that, but I wanted to utilize all the space I could because I knew there was a lot of things I was going to jam into it no matter what size it was. Lots of flowers, but like I said, ours here are quite manicured. Most of it's got some, well, actually in this spot here it's quite random, but it's not as bushy. This spot here though, it's very tropical like in real life, and we have a lot more trees and stuff and big bushes, but I didn't want to clutter it up too much with some, huge trees. There was going to be plenty around, so I just do it like this, and I think it just turns out so fun and so cute. I love that spot. And in real life, I love that spot. It's like my go-to. I always take my clients there first, like for my mini shoots. I just do pop-up mini shoots at the Botanical Gardens most weekends. So I'll take my clients to that particular spot there first and get us comfortable and whatnot. yeah, and or under that little walk through there. It's like, so, because I mean, as you get further into the park, it's a bit of a walk. So I usually take them there first and see how they want to go, if they would like to go further into the park or if they want to stay in that spot, how comfortable they are, etc. This part here in real life, there's just lots of gum trees and Aussie, very very Australian bush, that's for sure. Obviously I can't do that exact in the game, so it's all my favorite plants. Yeah, I did the little fooding. What the hell is that? Fooding. The little food area here, little eating area. I guess that's probably what I was originally going to say. Yeah, so I place up them, and yeah, so you just have to hire a vendor when you get to the park, I guess. I like those things. I think they're really handy. I think I used the tool mod somewhere up here soon. Yeah, I put like a bird, one of these little bird houses there, next to the food area, and I put the pet bowls there as well. My voiceover is a bit lazy tonight. I'm very sorry. I'm a little bit tired. And I couldn't play The Sims tonight because every time I turned the game on, I'd load into the house or whatever, and it would just crash. There was no notification, nothing, it just crashed. So I started going through my CC, and then I just decided to restart. I repaired it, and then I restarted the computer and repaired it again and took out all my other saves and left in the current two that I wanted to keep in there. And one's just a world of work in progress, so there's nothing built in the world at all, and I've just got that, and then I've got the copy of it that I'm using to rebuild. So I've just kept those in there, and it so far it hasn't crashed again, so fingers crossed. Or I'm just going to take out all my CC, because other than the mods, I don't really need to use my CC at the moment. I'm not doing anything in CAS at the moment. I'm mostly just in the build mode, so yeah, hang on a sec, just get comfortable. Yeah, so I'm usually in build, doing builds, but at the same time I do like to put in a family and ones that I've pre-made so I can play and test, yeah, so I don't really want to lose all my CC for that at all. I do need to clean out my CC folder though, because I've got so much. I'm pretty sure it's 6,000 some files in my main mod folder. My computer isn't that big. I just have a Lenovo laptop, and I have a SanDisk external hard drive. I think it's 2 terabyte or 1 terabyte, so it's not that big. I have that plugged into it, which is what my Sims has installed onto, and it's also got the mods folder directed there too. So that holds everything, because my laptop just isn't gonna cut it on its own at all. That's a shame, but it is what it is, and it gets the job done. I just have to be careful. I can't use okay, so I think in this build at some point you might have noticed, I'm not sure, but I have turned off MXAO, because it makes my game just awfully slow and laggy. I like how it looks though, so I'm pretty sure when I start doing the next build, I end up turning it on, and then I turn it off once I start building getting inside to the house, because it was just so laggy. I just couldn't handle it anymore. But the house I'm doing at the moment, I have turned the MXAO down really far, and I mean, it's still obviously a bit hard on the machine, but definitely a lot better than it was at what I had it on, the settings I have it on for my screenshot. So yeah, so what I did also is I made a copy of the MXAO file, you know, in the bin folder. And so when I like first turn the Reshade on, both of them are turned on, and it just means that it doubles the settings for me. So I just need to turn one of them off as I go. Like if I want to use for screenshots, I could just toggle it back up, toggle like the second one back on. I just do that for the moment till I figure it out here. Oh, I just talked over that. I just used the tool mod to lower that little birdhouse into the ground a bit, so you know that wooden square thing that it's on wasn't visible as much. It was annoying me. I'm nearly finished now. I hope you enjoyed it, and I mean it's a big park, so I don't know if it's going to be laggy on other people's computers or anything, but I really enjoyed building this. Like I really did, and like I said, the inspiration for it is like my second home. So I really did enjoy building this so much, and like I don't have much other inspiration when it comes to community lots. I'm struggling there, which is why I haven't really done many. So doing these parks kind of gets me somewhat motivated. Anyways, screenshots are here now, so I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.